Okay, here's another garden update from me. Here's my watermelons. They're on this little hill here, and they are doing good. They are going so fast. I have to untangle them from each other and drape them over. Pretty soon I'm going to have to watch where I work. Watch where I walk, sorry, so I don't walk on these things. Before I came out here with the camera, there was like butterflies swarming all those flowers, so I'm sure they're going to get pollinated. I haven't seen any cantaloupe start yet though, but look, I think that's a little female or male or whichever one makes the fruit right there. But yeah, they're doing good. I got some more cantaloupes on the ground over here. They're all flowering. Some are bigger than others. These are the squash and zucchini. They're getting bigger. Here's the watermelon that's on the ground. These are getting they're not too bad. They're getting pretty big. That's just one. There's another one. So I get to see what's better, putting them on a hill or putting them in the ground. The hill's doing good too, though. I got to say that I think the hill's doing better. But look, here's my that's the squash over there. I didn't know before, but now I know because I can see the zucchini. The zucchini's coming in at the end of those giant flowers. They all have one so far, or a couple little ones. They have one flower each. These are all squashed. I don't know why the leaves are getting kind of yellow. I don't know if it's because too much fertilizer, not enough fertilizer. I'll probably put more fertilizer just to be safe. Okay, look. That was that purple Cherokee, that's Mr. Stripey, and this is a Black Prince. Those are all heirloom tomatoes. I got them at the same time as this one. This is a yellow cherry, and this one has gotten so much bigger than those heirloom tomatoes. This is a hybrid. So blowing up. These other ones are getting bigger, but not as fast as the other one. But when I first got them, they were real frail and little. But I wouldn't mind tasting one of those Black Prince or Mr. Stripey or Purple Cherokee. I never had any of those. Okay, look. These are, I think, zucchini or squash. I don't know what they are. They might be cantaloupe. These are all eggplants here. A lot of the stuff I planted, because when I was thinning out the other melons, that they were still growing. The ones that I picked out of the ground next to it, so I just planted them so they grow, and they grew. This is a little sucker off that yellow cherry. It's not doing so good, but this one is growing. I mean, the other one is growing. These started off so little, I didn't think they would live. I started with 3, and so far they're down to 2. This one's going to make it, for sure. The other one might make it. And over here I got some melons that were survivors from the thinning. Here's 4 homestead tomatoes. They're getting a lot. These were tiny when I got them. Yep. And here's one. I think 2 of them were growing together. I don't know if I should thin it out or not. Just leave 2 growing together. So I'm just gonna leave it because I don't really care about these things. I think that's a watermelon there. I don't know what the other one was. Watermelon. These are all ones that I saved their life. There's a watermelon in that grass too. And here's some ones that I just planted today. Some cantaloupes, some little babies. I still had some seeds in the packet, so I threw them in a pot. And there's one on the ground here. I forgot to put it in the ground. But you know, see, whichever one is the strongest out of all these, I'll let them live. And I need to really stop planting stuff because my hose doesn't reach that far. I could always get another hose, but I could always just buy cantaloupes. It's fun though. It's a fun hobby. A little electric cigarette. Here's a little visitor that was like following me around. He wasn't very scared. It's a dragon. These are bell peppers, mystery colored bell peppers. I won't know. I'm gonna have to thin them out. But when I thin them, I'm gonna kill the thinned one, so I'm not gonna dig any more holes. I hope they're cool colors when they come out. I don't really like bell peppers, but probably eat them. Roma tomato. This is from the grocery store. Seeds. It's got some yellow leaves, but it's getting some fruit on there. And it's little watermelon down there is not doing so good, kind of growing slowly. Another Roma. See, the Roma seeds were from the grocery store, so the seeds, you never know what kind of tomato you're going to get from a hybrid. It could be like really susceptible to disease or whatever. Here's another hybrid. This is a black cherry, and this one has a bunch of, I think it has too many suckers. I'm gonna try to prune it because it seems like there's suckers everywhere, and it's not growing as fast. I got that at the same time as that yellow cherry. That yellow cherry's giant compared to it. That was a celebrity sucker that I planted in the ground. Is growing big now. This is the celebrity that it came from. So lots of tomatoes and lots of flowers in there. The Bonnie original, I had to pull some off because the bottom of some of the tomatoes had black stuff on them. So I took them off. The cherry tomato, regular red cherry. This is a red cherry too. There's tons of fruit clusters all over. These are going to make a lot. And those were 2 for 1 because they came in one thing and I split them up. These are just Romas again, Roma. Just free tomatoes in the store. See how they come out. There's lots of them on there. And a little baby one. Lots of flowers. And some more cantaloupes. I might plant them later. Some more bell peppers in little cups. There's the watermelons. I have to be careful not to step on them now. And remember that clipping of that sucker that I planted that I showed how to? Here it is now. It's getting big. I bet you there's a bunch of good roots in there. It's going to be hard to take it out.